Thanks for tuning into Stocks with Antonio. Man, what a time to be in the stock market, especially those of you that have been investing in the stock market long term. If you started investing a while back, hopefully a few years ago, you're definitely probably looking at your portfolio. And as long as you invested in good assets, you're seeing your portfolio sitting really nice, right? And that's a great feeling. And that's what happens when you invest on a regular basis into good assets and you DCA. You reap the benefits when the market makes a run. And right now, every day is like a new high, right? Every day is a new high. But even though we're hitting new highs, there's some stocks that are not running up. And the stock that I'm going to talk about, it's gotten beaten up. Some of you have held it and let go of it, forgot about it, right? BBAI. It was a popular stock in 2025. A lot of people invested in it, believing in the company and believing the stock price would be a lot higher than where it's currently at. Now, you may be wondering, do I hold this? Yes, I have BBAI in my portfolio, and I don't think it's a company you should forget about. Even though it hasn't been exciting like some of the companies in the market, I believe it still has potential. And I'm just going to share some of the reasons why I believe the company should still be on your radar. And I think, in my opinion, and now I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, but this could be a good opportunity stock for someone that's newer to the market, may not have as much to invest, to keep an eye on out on BBAI, right? I think if you can get it under $4 in the low fours, you could position yourself for an opportunity because I believe this thing could get into the $5 if it continues to move up, if it continues to hold where it's currently at above $4. Today it closed at $4.37. And it's been after its earnings came out, right? We were going to find out what's going to happen. Is it going to disappoint? And right when earnings came out, the stock price did come down. So if you would have just saw the stock price and not done any research on BBAI, you would have just assumed, oh, it disappointed like it has in the past. But then what did it do? Later that day, after hours, it started to recover. And now uh, it's it's gone higher, right? And you might be wondering why. Why is BBAI, moving up? Why should I pay attention to it? This thing is done. Well, I don't think it's done yet. Gross margins have skyrocketed, right? And that's a good thing. It's up 34%, so it's up from 21%, right? So we see an improvement there. And the management's attribute this to higher margin revenue from recent acquisition. So BBI bought Sage, a Gen AI platform, and that's helped them with the revenue. So that's big. That's what we want to see. So their margins are better now. That's good stuff. They're growing their backlog. The company's total backlog grew 14%. These are the things that we want to see. They cleaned up their balance sheet. BBI has a pretty good balance sheet, so do some research on that. It's significantly deleveraged by settling 124.6 million of covered notes. It ended the quarter with only 16.5 million in remaining debt and a robust of cash position of 431 million. So that's really good. And also management, when it came to guidance, maintained its full year 2026 revenue target of 135 million to 165 million, reassuring investors about its growth, even though their revenue dipped, right? So even though revenue dipped, management came in with their forward guidance saying, hey, we're still going to hit these numbers, right? To let investors know we're going to make it, we're going to still hit our targets, even though revenue dipped. And that all this has been seen as positive. Now, BBAI has been having a really hard time with revenue. If BBI can turn it around when it comes to revenue and continue improving, I think this thing is gonna be a stock that you're gonna regret not having. Now I know I'm gonna get beat up in the comments because a lot of people don't like BBI anymore, but I still think this is an opportunity under $4. If you're in it, I wouldn't let go just yet, but always put a stop loss. I think if for some reason we close at $4.37, if we can hold $4, if for some reason we come back down and we go under $4 and we go back to like 350, I would get out of it and see what happens, because this thing, if it can't stay above $4, it is a possibility it could end up under three, right? So use a stop loss if you're getting into this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just sharing my opinion. Make sure you do research, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm holding BBAI. I believe if we can go all the way up to $4.70, around that range, we can go up to there and break that level. That's a resistance area. If we can break through that, I see us going to $5. And one thing that I wanted to share with you was analyst price targets. Wall Street analysts maintain a much higher average 12-month target of $5.33 and $5.50 with some high estimates of reaching $6. My opinion, we can get above $5 before end of year. I think we can hit the $5. We're making a run. The market obviously is running up. Now, we've been hitting new highs. We've been running up green for a while now. Don't be surprised if we have a pullback. And if we do, it might take BBI with it. But I am going to continue to hold BBI. I believe BBI is an opportunity. It's just one that you're going to have to be patient with. If you're investing this in your long-term portfolio, I see you can have some upside. And even in the short term, if you're already in it under $4, you would be up right now. Even if you wait for a pullback and you get in the low fours, this thing could run into $5. Now, that's my opinion. Make sure you're using a stop loss. Now, if we lose the $4 range and we come back into the threes and we get into that 350, then that's where you might want to de-risk, either get completely out or sell off some shares. But that's just my opinion. I wanted to go over BBI, share some of the positive. Now, the earnings wasn't perfect. There were areas of concern. But since this stock has been so beaten up, I didn't want to go over the bad, because there wasn't too much bad in my opinion. But the areas of concern, I'm going to say, I'm not going to go over that too much. That's for you to do your homework. But one area of concern I actually did go over is revenue, and that's always been a concern with BBI. But I think they're going to pick things up. I think the management team is getting, making the right steps, and we're going to see improvement. Just got to be patient with it. Let me know what you think about BBI. I'd love to read your comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you're smashing the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date what I'm thinking about the stock market right now, what I'm doing. I share with you guys what I'm holding, what I'm buying, what I'm doing short term. I share all that with you. So if you want to know what I'm doing, make sure you hit the subscribe button. But this market has been running green for a while. So if you got some cash, I wouldn't invest right now that's been running up so much. I would wait for a pullback. So it's not bad to have some cash on the sidelines, wait for a pullback to enter into some good companies. And I think BBI right now is an opportunity. It's gotten beaten up, but I think if you're patient, you'll be rewarded. Now, that's my opinion. Just got to throw that out there. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.